morning. Hello. I'm Claudia High from BeHealing.com. Sorry. I still got a bit more brekkie to go. In a bit of a rush this morning. I had a nightmare last night as I woke up this morning, which made my blood pressure way high, interestingly. But then it put me in a bit of a rush because I had to try and calm down from it and then take my blood pressure again. Morning, Indira. Morning, Mandy. This morning I've got oats and flax seeds and sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, goji berries, cranberries, dragon fruit, and cinnamon. Hey Tara, hey Christine, hey Jamie. So I'm just finishing this up. I'll be right back. Chicken. Okay, now I'm ready, but I don't have my cards. Oh, thank you, Christine. Yeah, in a bit of a rush this morning. I wasn't prepared. I'm not prepared, but I will be soon. Nightmare. It was horrible too. Oh, yuck. I don't even want to tell you about it because it might traumatize you. Too. It's horrible. Let's get some cards out. So I'm going to do some channeling for the collective. Get some cards out. But I'm also offering mini readings as well. So if you're interested in one of those, you can check out that pinned comment in the live chat here, if you're on live with me. It's by PayPal donation. And if you've got a question for your higher self, in your chat, live chat comment, just put a capital Q at the start of it so I can find it nice and easily. Hi Beth, hi Maria. Let's switch. Tell me if I think the audio is still working. It seems to be. It's the moon messing with me. It had a lot of meaning, the dream. It was terrible. Yeah, I'm quite traumatized by it still. It was just terrible. I wouldn't ever want to be in that situation. Involving children. It was horrific. It was involving children. It was involving drug addicts and alcoholics. Pretty much a beach full of them. I won't give you the details of what was there because it's really traumatic, but I couldn't do anything. I was reluctant to do anything at first, and then I tried to do something, and then the problem was too big, and that's what I got in the end, was the problem's just too big, can't do anything about it. Ugh. Hey, Joe's Body Shop at Home. Come with the moon, yeah, we've got it's tomorrow. I haven't put that sale on my website yet. I'll do that right now. Yeah, it's what is it, full moon tomorrow? Is it full moon? I've done the reading for it. I can find out. Yeah, it's the full moon tomorrow. And I do have some reduced priced full moon private readings available, quite a few of them in fact, because I need to pay this thing that I'm doing this on off. So let's put it in there on the home page. Full moon reading. Get rid of the guidance reading and put that full moon sail. There we go. Website editing on the fly. Yeah, we have a full moon, right? So it's the full moon in, is it Capricorn? Yeah, Saturday. It's Saturday tomorrow. It was terrible. It was a terrible dream. But it obviously had a lot of meaning, you see, because I've been pondering about that, the alcohol and the drugs thing lately. I can only sort it out in my own life, right? And help you guys sort it out if you want to, or anyone else that comes to me, but still. The bigger problem. The golden moment. It's the perfect moment for something today, for all of us. I was going to move this. I quite like that being visible. What do you think? I might put this behind. Does that look better? Not really. I like the simplicity of the little vase there. Chicken's just had her cat biscuits, and what she does, I gave them to her on a saucer, and she crunches them one at a time. They're only the small ones, Whiskers. I think it's Whiskers. She crunches them one at a time and leaves a little bit behind. So I end up with this saucer full of tiny little bits of cat biscuits. And then she's like, I'm done. Maybe I should put this up there. What do you think? Or is that covering too much of the card? That's all right. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah. Hey, Connie. Let's get some more cards out. So yeah, not good that my blood pressure was it really put it up as well. But I had just woken up. But unfortunately, because it was time to get up, it was like a few minutes before my alarm goes off, before 6 o'clock. And I know I'm in a rush. I've got to get up at 6 o'clock, usually my weight before that. So then I was in a rush trying to get my blood pressure taken. That's not ideal, is it? We've got expression here. Golden opportunity to express yourself. Meet not Chianti. That's wine, isn't it? Meet Chanti. She's often kept her ideas and feelings locked away in her heart where no one could see or hear them. It felt safe and secure, but alas, she felt so alone. No one truly knew her. She was longing to come out and play. Gathering her courage, she flung open the window in her mind and unlatched the doorway in her soul. She started to speak her mind and give voice to her heart. She could never again fit in that small, closed space of hiding. Soon her words grew into unabashed singing. What song are you keeping captive? What song at long last can you unleash into the world? It's a golden moment to speak our minds. Or speak our hearts, maybe. Could be that too. Let's see. I had a great day yesterday. It was a body day yesterday. I went for a beach walk in the morning and that was fantastic. And then I went for a 2-hour massage, which was fantastic. I came back here, made my big salad for my lunch, and then did a legs workout, and then I did an arms workout that I'd missed as well, arms and shoulders. And then I had a bit of a break, not much of one, before I went to training. It was very much a body day yesterday, but I felt really good at the end of the day. Very active day. It's good to get caught up on my strength training because I missed a couple of weeks there, and that could be why my Blood pressure is raised as well, but I've got a few more supplements arriving very shortly to sort that out. House of Flowers. I've taken to listening to the car map in the morning. So when I wake up, I want to take my blood pressure when I wake up, right? Because I want to know what it's been throughout the night. So I don't want to move so much, but I've got to move to put the thing on my arm. So I try and settle myself down, put it on my arm, and then just relax for a while. And so I've taken to putting on the calm meditation. Does anyone else use the calm app? I do. That works great. Get me back down there. I tried it this morning, but I was like, come on, come on, come on, come on, finish, finish. I need to get up. I've got stuff to do. 36, House of Flowers. Power of nature, joy of life, diversity and beauty. Beautiful. Out of this small white house on the top of a hill burst flowers, full of life and rich in colours. It's like an explosion. The two ladies walking by look tiny in comparison to the giant falling leaves. They enjoy the enormity of nature, the power of its diversity, but even a single bloom in a vase can transform a space. I went and got these this morning. I had to do that. I couldn't have no flowers. It's nice to get out anyway, even if just for 1 minute, dashing to get some flowers. But even a single bloom in a vase can transform a space. Each petal a world unto itself and a wonder of creation. This card signals love for life in this moment, full of energy, beauty and joy. Hi, Tim. Hi, Penny. Long time no see, Tim. You missed class. Did you have a nice time? I need to let that chicken cat out. Chicken cat. Okay. Legendary lady. I'll show you all my decks. Yes, I had a great day yesterday. And the day before that, I did all of the energy updates for each star sign. I did all 12 of them with this new setup, switching between the screens, and I had a few mishaps. I had the microphone not working, and of course only found out that when I'd done the whole thing. I had quite a few retakes to do, so I made about 16 videos that day. I can also pause it as well. So I got a phone call in the middle of one of them, and instead of having to piece it together and edit it all, I just paused the recording of it. But the trouble is, when I pause it, there's nothing to say it's paused, and when you unpause it, you just don't know if it's happening, if it's back on or what. Or maybe there's that little counter that will tell me, but I was in the dark. Guilty of a good trip. Sounds good. Camping and kayaking. So it took a little bit longer than usual, but it means that I can upload them on the fly. And I mean, I can record one of them and upload it straight away, and it's so fast from my Mac. It's so fast to upload them, and then I can do the editing as I go, as I upload it. And it makes the process very different and very much easier. Technologically much easier as well. Once I'd settled into my groove and knew to test it each time first. Because when you've done a whole reading and then you've got to do the whole thing again, not good. Not good. Especially with readings, it's not like any other kind of video where you can repeat. You can't repeat. Some of the energies were coming through in the second attempts, but What have we got here? Resurrection and Gaia. We've got Gaia, connection to nature, so that is repeated again from this card. My plant's a little bit happier. It's perking up now. And we've also got Nut as well. Nut. She comes out a lot, this one. At certain times. Maybe she could just... She comes out about around the full moon, maybe. I don't know, that just popped into my head, so it could be true. Resurrection. You have the power to reinvent yourself at any moment. Bring yourself up from what may feel like the bottom. You can overcome the challenges that have been set before you. Goddess of the sky and rebirth, Nut is holding your hand. Reinventing ourselves. And in the daily energy update, there was talk of long-term stuff as well. Being like setting out a plan for the long term. Yeah, you'll see tomorrow in the full moon energy update that I'll go on and on about that too. About the long-term stuff and about maybe a bucket list, something or other for this full moon. I don't know, we'll see. But if anyone's interested in getting a full moon reading, I'm actually going to change the prices. I'm going to put them up after this full moon. I'm going to put them up to 120 because they're kind of reduced from 160 to 100, and it's a little bit too much of a reduction. So I'm going to put them up to 120, the new moon and the full moon readings. Just to give you a heads up on that if you're used to getting them. Okay, what have we got in the... Oh, Tim, you haven't seen my new setup, have you? I've got my new Mac. Or maybe you did. Maybe you watched the replay. Kayaking, learning clearing techniques with a pendulum. Oh, nice. Beginning to learn Reiki. Wow. I've got the entertainer out first. Okay, so in the energy update, I was talking about money and time and not frittering it away on the short-term stuff like this, on entertainment. Yeah. We're not here to be entertained, to entertain our life away, you know. It's good to have sometimes entertainment, but I think there's been too much of an emphasis on that in human beings lately. Entertain me. So yeah, the energy update today was about being in things for the long term. So maybe not spending your money on entertainment, maybe saving it up for something that's going to make you feel a lot better. Because entertainment is very short term, isn't it? It's a short term pleasure. Well, what about the long term pleasures? So, for example, going to the gym, reading a book, learning something. They entertain you kind of in the short term, but you get a long term pleasure from it. So that's what I'm getting from this. I mean, we do need downtime, right? But dinner and a hike sounds good. I want to go snorkeling soon. And we also got the ton of birds as well. Burdens. End of the pain. You see the picking something apart there, a carcass. Picking a carcass apart there. The end of pain when it's done. Personally, I got the trust when I was listening to my meditation this morning. She asked us to set an intention at the end of it, what we want more of today from ourselves, you know. She said, for example, compassion. And it was trust that came to my mind, especially the long-term stuff. Then when I was having a shower, I listened to myself doing the energy update. And I thought, yeah, I mean, what would that be for me? Because I'm pretty much only do the long-term stuff. I don't, even before I went to bed last night, I read a bit of my minerals book because I didn't get a chance to do that at all yesterday. I had a full day yesterday. And yeah, it's very interesting. What I read yesterday was about exercise and ATP and stuff. So, what a lot of things that you get from your diet that cause great anti-aging stuff in your body, you get from exercise too. Exercise induces it. So, I'm doing something right. All you do is clean all the time. Stop that then. But okay. Picking something apart. Learning from it, learning the lesson from it after it's ended. So I'm getting there. So something painful went down and then we learned the lesson from it because we did it, right? We did it. And so we want to know why. How did I do it? What did I do it for? What am I getting from it? Oops. I just don't have enough hours in a week for everything that I want to do. I have very little downtime. But I schedule downtime in, but it's part of the schedule. Do you know what I mean? It's like going for my massage. I don't schedule it, I don't plan it, but my life is very full. I've got more things to do and I want to go see my friends. And maybe this weekend I'll find time to slot them in. What have we got here? 9 of Wands, Wounded Warriors. Fighting on the bridge. Hey. Oh, the bridge is going to fall down, look. I'm rattling it. It looks a little bit structurally insecure there, that bridge. They better watch out. Fighting on that bridge. So what's this about? It's about the fights that we have within ourselves when we're wounded and the projection and all that stuff that we do, and we don't realize that we're doing it and we think we're being great and everyone else is just not being nice to us. And then we realize that everyone else not being nice to us, the bridge is falling down. It was us all along. Fighting, all projecting and stuff like that. And then we pick over that carcass when we come out of it, when we realize it. That squirrel again, what does it get off that tree? It gets big things off that tree and runs off with them. Healing ourselves. Stop cleaning. Stop. What? Can't you stop yourself from cleaning, Christine? Thank you, Timothy. Yeah, I'm feeling great. I always wish my blood pressure was down. It surprises me each time. I'm like, oh, I feel great. But it's good to know because now I've got a handle on it. And so there's something going on. I've got 4 different kinds of magnesium now that I'm taking, and there's some more on the way. I'm piecing it together. Let me show you. And a lot of other things now. I have pretty much gone to a 100% pure diet now. It is. It's ridiculous. Like, you won't believe it. Tell you what I'm eating at the moment, apart from these. So now I've got, this is the first one I started with, magnesium glycinate. That one, I love this one before bed. It's very relaxing. And sometimes I will take this one in the middle of the night as well if I've woken up, get back to sleep with that one. I've got this, mine. This is the one that gets past the blood-brain barrier. I'll have one of those in the day. And now I've got these two, magnesium taurate. These arrived from America yesterday. This one's got B6 with it as well. And this one's stronger, bigger. And I've had one of these this morning. I'm going to take this one. Yeah, probably in the morning. This is the one for the muscles, right? And so this one's going to affect, well, they all are, but affect the muscle linings. Same magnesium taurate, but this is less. Yeah, only 200 milligrams. So I don't know. I'll probably use these less. I'll probably use this more. But I'm just taking them at different times in the day. So I have my, that I was eating when I first started here. I have that for breakfast each day now. And so oats and flaxseed and sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds and goji berries, cranberries, and another fruit, apart from bananas. Cinnamon, and this morning was dragon fruit. Sometimes I have other fruits on it. That for breakfast every day. Then I have a big salad with plenty of celery and cucumber and often beetroot. It's all the stuff that's good for blood pressure. Spinach, sprouted something or other, whatever I pick up, whether it's sunflower seeds or peas. Pea sprouts I've got at the moment, which are nice. With avocado and eggs, or sometimes I'm making beef burgers sometimes for my meals in the evening. And so I make a heap of them. I make them myself and make a heap of them, keep them in a little container. So sometimes I'll have that with my salad. So that's, and then I'll have a banana or two before training in the afternoon. And then I'll have either salmon or some kind of meat, maybe my beef burgers or something else that I pick up. Salmon every other night now, along with sweet potato and beetroot and greens as well, stir-fried greens and other veggies like. And then I might have a piece of chocolate or two after that. So that is pretty much what I'm eating every day now. I've gone to a perfect diet. Of course, it hasn't affected my blood pressure. I guess it has affected it a little bit, but I've got to, like I was getting from the thing. For me personally, it's about this. I need to trust and keep doing it long term. It's going to make a big difference when I get my next supplements that are really will replenish my body. It'll take a few months to replenish my body with all of the minerals that I was deficient in, for sure. Currently on the hunt for a little kitty. Oh. Get someone with OCDs to clean your house. So we're healing ourselves. I do feel good for it. I do feel good for that diet. Yeah, I do. And next up I've got, what's it called? Citrulline. Going to be having that pre-workout. And of course I've been having salt in my water as well. It's magnesium. So yeah, it's pretty much perfect. I'm perfect now. Got to be perfect for a while, apparently. Queen of Cups. I'm receptive. I did one of the guys, Michael Seeley's, his latest sleep meditation thing last night. It's very interesting. It's a lucid dreaming one, and I ended up on this island, and it was very strange. Walking down a staircase that had water flowing down it like a waterfall. And I was holding on and holding on and holding on until I slipped and then went with the water, and it took me down, down, down. And then plopped onto this island. It's this island, there's no one else on it now. You want an armadillo lizard? So the Queen of Cups, she is dreaming of turtles. That's what reminded me of it. Turtle Island is where I live. No, she's not dreaming of turtles. She's underwater. She's a mermaid. The turtle's just been up for air and it's coming back down. Thought she was dreaming of eating a turtle then. No, she's open receptive, this one. So we are wounded warriors, picking it apart, what we've been doing. The moon. The unknown. And the feeling stuff as well. So the Queen of Cups is in the feels too. And the Knight of Cups. Here he is again. He always comes out. This one. The young one with a weird hand. The young one who's like naively going for relationships, being romantic. Maybe you need to be more than just a cleaner, Christine. Find another side of you. If everyone thinks you're just a cleaner. Rescue kitties. I love cats. So going back to these cards, it's the golden opportunity to express ourselves and reinvent ourselves. There you go, Christine. Reinvent yourself. Don't be a cleaner. And pick apart why you've always been a cleaner. Cleaning up other people's messes. That was like my dream last night. Just couldn't do anything. It was terrible. Okay. And coffee. I'm having coffee as well. 2 cups of coffee. This one big one. So it's half the amount that I used to have. Oh, look. What fell on the floor? The 2 of Cups. The big love offer. She's floating in the water. I see that as a dead swan every time at first. I've really got to look at it to see the lady floating in the water. Oh, you clean if you get stressed. I stop eating when I get stressed. I don't clean. I do a little bit. I keep the place clean. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do. I keep the place really clean. I don't like to live in a dirty place. You know, but the little bit that I do now, I sweep up. Oh, they change my bed. They don't usually change my bed on a Thursday. They usually just do the rest of it and turn the sheets over or something. But they actually changed it, and they brought me a duvet cover that they've obviously had a scrunched up tissue in the wash with, and so then my room was just full of tissue. So I've been sweeping that out. And I keep my kitchen clean. I got my magic sponges now. Does everyone use magic sponges? You've got to know about magic sponges, Christine. They're amazing. So I'll clean my kitchen with that, make it all shiny. Oh, the Two of Cups. It looks like the Two of Cups is coming from this Knight of Cups, though. This one. He showed up the other day, didn't he? This one. He's very youthful. This is like reinventing yourself, but trying to go backwards, trying to go back in time and be like a teenager again. Weren't we told last time? Balancing your head and your heart, making decisions with your head and your heart, using your wisdom and your heart too, but not just your heart. I had a funny thought the other day, because in one of the readings that I made, I was talking about the twin flame concept, right? And after I'd finished that recording, I got a funny thing from my guides. In the recording, I said, because there's no concept of that, the twin flame thing, from our guides. And so, say if someone's asking for something like, I want my twin flame, because the reading was saying to be more specific than that. If you're asking for your twin flame, then the guides are like, what's a twin flame? What's a twin flame? Well, let's have a look. Oh, twin flames are dysfunctional relationships. And you are. See, really, what you're asking for is a dysfunctional relationship, because the spirit world, the guides, will only see what's happening. Do you know what I mean? And pretty much it's attached to dysfunctional relationships at the moment. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, yeah, those ones. I have to show you now. I got a pack of 10 from Lazada. They're amazing. And then I cleaned off, where is it? Cleaned off the walls outside, and when I lift my bike up on my balcony, and as I turn it round, I often scrape the tires on the walls. So I cleaned all of that off. It's great for stuff like that. You know, like on the UPVC windows, if you get like black marks on that or whatever, get that off with it. But you, Mary, yeah, if anyone can read that, that's what it is. Magic sponge, they're great. And it makes your bathroom gleam. I got that from a cleaner that was working for me. She said, can you buy magic sponges? And I'm like, what? She's like, I need a magic sponge each week when I come. Okay? And so I got them. And I'm like, oh my God. Of course, then I started using them too. I'm like, no wonder she wants one of these. It's great, especially like shower. Gets all of the, it's just so easy. Two of Cups. This is a card of partnerships, love, and deep friendships. It represents a strong mutual connection and an affinity for positive, loving respect. You've released any blockages that have been exerting pressure on you, and now you can breathe and relax. The Two of Cups is also a card of new beginnings and budding romance. It may indicate an early phase when two people first meet, lost in a wave of infatuation. It is a dreamlike state where long-term goals may not be so clear. On another note, the Two of Cups may also represent the emergence of self-love. It's the understanding that in order to be happy in a relationship, you must be first and foremost love yourself. This card may also identify a need for compromise or a choice that will have to be made in order to come to a comfortable solution where between two people or various opposing factors. Ah, okay, yeah, the choice between long-term and short-term. Could be that. Windows. They're good on windows too. Dry. Can use them dry. They were so cheap as well. Cheap here. They're not cheap in Australia. They make you pay for ease there, but they're cheap here. Very. Cooperation, engagement, passion, resolution, union, lust, reconciliation. Tourists came back on the island yesterday. And we think we've got one person, and it's a local that's got COVID. Results haven't come back yet. And they live up there, up this hill there. We will see. Okay. So we've got a love offer from this Knight of Cups. Oh no, are we ready for it? Look, that's the Knight of Cups there too. From last time. Clean over 20 toilets a day. See, I wouldn't do that. I do clean my toilet because the cleaners don't do it properly. Sometimes they do it, but they'll do it like, I don't know, just when they feel like it, which is never, apparently. Once a month. Not even that, once every couple of months. I gotta clean my toilet. I don't mind it. Just got a brush, toilet cleaner. Brush it all down. We've got bum guns here, you know, and then you blast it with a bum gun toward the shower. We have the best bathrooms. Hi, Seedles. You see, I wouldn't be doing that. Cleaning toilet. Oh, no. Someone else needs to do that. Literally cleaning up other people's shit. Got the moon on the bottom there as well. It's got something to do with this full moon. This reading is what that's telling me. Temperance. Have patience. Oh, look, there's the 2 cups. Pour in between the 2 cups. Patience. Hey, Karma Queen. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Temperance. Patience. Let's change this thing just for a change. Temperance. Balance, compromise, experimenting, tranquility, guardian angel. Temperance is about keeping a balance and compromising. Balance, compromise. Things are coming together to create something new. Oh, good. You may be trying to intertwine your life with someone else's right now. No. Or perhaps integrating your work and home life. Yeah, always seeking balance in that. Or integrating spirituality in your everyday life. Absolutely. You like the multicam? It's good, hey? I love my new Mac. It's great. It makes my posture better because the screen's up there instead of down there. And it's fast to use. I can do this multi-camera thing now. The camera's good. It's good. It's not as good as my iPhone, of course, but it's good. I like it. Balance. Integrating spirituality into your everyday life. Integrating meditation. Oh, and before I go to bed as well, now I do my foam rolling. I am pretty much doing perfect body stuff right now. Diet. But yeah, going for that balance more. Whatever the case may be, change a small amount. Take a step back. Examine the details. Pick it apart like that carcass. And then proceed forward and evaluate your results. Just like a chef would, add small amounts of ingredients to a new recipe to see if it mixes well for his finished dish. This is a similar concept, just like Claire does as well. Changing things around, see if it affects the blood pressure. It has been coming down. Back up again today. So someone slipped through the net. I don't think they've got it, in fact. I don't think they've got it. because it would have come in on a tourist. I don't know. Strange. I haven't had boats running. It's been very difficult to get on and off the island, so, but it's opened back up now. I've got it straight away. It might be something else. We had a lot of that last year when it first came out. People getting tested like, oh no, we've got a case of COVID on the island, and it wasn't. It's like, no, you've got a cold. No, you've just got a cough. Please click the like on this video. The desk is a bit shaky. And subscribe if you're not already, but you probably already are. Oh, unless you're watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, click on that like button and that subscribe button so you can join us live sometime. Notification bell. Does it work for you guys, that notification bell? Do you get it? Do you get notified when I'm going live? I've literally never clicked on the notification bell for anyone's channel. I don't know how it works. I don't want to be notified. I get enough notifications. That's another way that something that I do is switch notifications off on my phone and stuff like that. I just can't. I cannot be disturbed by all of that garbage all the time. I need hot tea. Getting ourselves out of choppy waters. Look. She's being led forward by spirit there. They're towing the boat even. But I'm just looking at this red scarf that she's got around her shoulders. She's looking kind of down, kind of miserable. She's wearing grey, but she's got a red scarf around her shoulders. So it's almost like that fire and that passion is there. It works for you, Mandy. It doesn't work for you, Timothy. She's had dreary times, but she's still got a passion intact. That's what I'm getting here. Her heart's still intact. It's there somewhere. She might not be focused on it, but it's there somewhere. So we might be piecing our passion back together, our mojo back together, our faith in love back together. I think that's what it is. Especially because we've got this Knight of Cups out. This one is just so young. Look at him. And his baby face. And so he's got that very young, open-hearted, like not even aware that someone's going to hurt him kind of the perspective there. I've been doing fab. Not the last couple of weeks. I was scared I was going to die. I feel much better now. I feel healthy again. I just need those numbers to go down on that machine over there. Or whatever is behind that to be sorted out. More likely. I don't do them on Zoom. They're all written. They're all written. No, I do it. I fit them in when I can. Usually after a day of filming or whatever, I'll do all the private reads. And so they're just by email because it's got to fit around my thing. So I put it in a PDF and then I send it to you. So I just put them on the full moon reads. They're reduced price. The last time they're going to be 100. They're going to be 120 next time. For the new moon, they're going to be 120. And the full moon next time as well. So get them this week. But yeah, they're on the page. It doesn't matter when I do it. You just receive it in your inbox and then you read it whenever you want to. That's why I do it like that, because and that's why the breakthrough sessions are so expensive, because for me to be held down to a certain time to do a reading for someone, you need to pay for that because it's disrupting the rest of my whole schedule. The majority of the work that I do is the videos. So yeah, that's why I do that. Getting your mojo back painfully slowly. I need to go and get the books because I'm being told to read that Six of Swords out before I move on. Stop putting their feet on the floor. Light seers. Six of Swords and the Light seers. Today I've got iced coffee. What's everyone else drinking? Because this is the coffee that I made yesterday. I put half of it in the fridge and then I put ice cubes in. If the cleaners don't tip my ice cubes away. Because I'm having problems with my fridge freezer and I've told them about it. And then the cleaners have been checking it. And when the cleaners check it, they leave, because it's like a fridge and the freezer at the top. And of course, the freezer at the top has got a door on it. And if you don't close the door properly, then it all fills up with ice really fast. I mean, it all ices around the thing. And the cleaners do that. They don't close it. And so they cause me a problem, the cleaners. But the first time they checked it, they got my ice cube tray and then they tipped it out into the sink. Thanks. Thanks, cleaners. You cleaned that up for me. Great. Six of Swords. You've got hot coffee. Water. Oh, dark roast. Six of Swords. Transitions. Help arriving at the perfect time. Oh. Rites of passage. Healing. And mine's got almond milk in it. Moving beyond trauma or shadows of the past. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Right. 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords there. Support from others. Personal evolution. A spiritual transitional journey. This can be difficulty accepting help, resistance to change, arduous transitions, carrying baggage and weight from your past, and cleaning too much. Christine. I made that bit up. You're moving through a period of realignment and resurrection. Reinventing ourselves. And things can feel turbulent during these times of transition. Trust that a better future awaits you on the other side of this change. Maybe you're going through a rite of passage or an intense spiritual transformation. These experiences are profoundly personal, and you may feel alone right now. Even when it's difficult to accept assistance from others, remain open to receiving help from the most unexpected of places. Allow the gentle support of the universe to move you through this ocean of evolution, and lean towards silver linings on the horizon. Yeah, I have them available. Karma Queen, I just put them on my website. Literally while I was in here. Because it's tomorrow. I think there's about 6 available. Yeah. And then there'll be some tomorrow. And then after that there won't be. I'm doing them today and tomorrow and that's it. Oh no, I'll probably keep them available for like 24 hours after the full moon. So you got that window. These experiences are profoundly personal. You may feel alone right now. Even when it's difficult to accept assistance from others, remain open to receiving help from the most unexpected of the places. Allow the gentle support of the universe to move you through this ocean of evolution and lean towards silver linings on the horizon. More sunshine? Yes, please. Sometimes we find ourselves adrift because we think we're ready to move on, but our heart is still anchored to the past. There we go. What old chapter needs to be closed? Chase guidance in the form of renewed hope and get ready to explore fresh new beginnings on the opposite shore. I accept help as I easily cross this transition. So we're in transitions at the moment. But we're taking our heart with us because she's got a passion on her shoulders there. Yes, reinventing ourselves apparently. are you? I was so grateful yesterday. I was walking down the beach and I just had this so much gratitude just for everything in my life. I'm great. Especially with that scare that I had a couple of weeks ago. To feel back to myself again. And you know, I like learning about stuff, so it's not like a massive hardship to learn about how to make myself healthier, even healthier and stuff. It's projection, right? That person that was in here. Projection. This is what I was talking about before, the wands, the nine of wands. When we're wounded, we project it onto others. We can start flinging our shit at other people. And so that's what rebab. Oh, I read that as like rehab yourself. Maybe that's what Rabbi needs. Rehab. Rehab himself instead of pointing at other people. We have the Seven of Materials. So again, this is a card of patience. We've planted the seeds in it, tending to the environment, and you need to be patient. Patient with it. In transitions. And the Hierophant to gain the spiritual lessons. Yeah. You got to dodge them when they're shit flinging like that. So, we know how it goes. Someone who's unhealed, they're very traumatic, they're the ones that start pointing fingers and blaming other people for everything and saying they're the bad ones because they feel bad within themselves and they haven't even got to the stage where they can even face it, never mind heal it, even feel it, never mind heal it, you know? So they start shinging, which is flinging the shit at other people. They don't realize they're projecting. But there's no need for us to catch it. Catch it, not catch it. So, yeah, just ignore them. We don't need to catch it, dodge it instead. Have quick boundaries. Shit flingers. That's what I call them. It's projection. We've all done it. King of Pentacles. Yeah, I had a very grateful moment on the beach yesterday. Very grateful. See, Christine? Got the King of Pentacles here. Remember him? From a couple of weeks ago. He's caring. Thank you, Karma Queen. He's caring, but not in a King of Cups way. A King of Cups way would be a little bit much, like that projection kind of thing. All emotional, not necessarily owning their emotions. Sensitive, very sensitive. And this one isn't stable. I need to read him out of something. Maybe the Muse. No, because it's different in this deck, isn't it? Oh, let's do it. Because it's the Muse of materials in this one. Let's read it out and see what it says anyway. Muse of materials. Abundance, earth energy, material success, the journey of creating prosperity. Oh, my cheat machine was cancelled. I wanted that. I wanted that to be part of my new thing. Karma Queen, you did it wrong. I'm not doing it by the Super Chat Super Sticker anymore because the YouTube and the US government keep all of that money. They don't give me it. They give me a small, tiny bit of it. So it's just by PayPal donation now. I'll let you off this time. But yeah, I don't feel like doing like little mini readings for nothing to help YouTube out. Thanks, Maria. Abundance, earth energy, material success, the journey of creating prosperity, being able to provide for those you love, the joy of a life well lived, grounding into earth, gratitude, comfort, wealth, health, happiness. In the garden of life, she finds herself at a door. Above it sits the muse of materials, reflected in all of nature. She whispers from the flowers, the grass, the trees. She flitters among birds and babbles in the creeks. This muse uses all the materials of the earth to bring her world into form, like the magician. She looks down and offers a lesson of manifesting abundance. Sweet Creator, these things are yours for the taking and using, the fusing and the gentle forming. Your harvest, little sprout, arises from the earth. So ground her into her low humming energy and breathe in her humidity and warmth. It's time to take another small step toward the gardens of life and commit to watering, healing, dancing, and loving as much as you can. Material success and joys are arriving. Seek the grounding energy of earthly delights and know that your own fertile lands are blooming now. So it is time to take action then. It's time for us to stability, get that stability and to take action to get what it is that we, this rebirth, to make that happen. It's time to take action. So I was connecting that very much with this card that came out. We've planted those seeds and it's time to sort out the environment, get going on it. I mean, we've had that and we're going to have that again tomorrow in the full moon energies too. You'll see. I'll put that out tonight, that reading, but along with the weeklies for each star sign as well, that'll go out tonight, published on my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's very much about taking action now, getting practical from that stable place and taking action. Karma Queen, thinking of moving. Should you keep going or get out of here? Get out of here. Let's see. Should Karma Queen get out of there? No. Stay strong. Why? Oh, you got something coming. It's all good. Let's change here. So you've got communication coming and forgive self. So yeah. So you're just preparing yourself. I'm going to say things are going to turn around for you, but it's not like black's going to turn to white. It's not going to turn around like that. It's not going to, bad times will become good. It's not, of course. The transitions happen with a bit of change in the right direction, but it's going to be in the right direction. A little bit of change in the right direction. Communication coming. To prepare yourself for that, you need to forgive yourself. So as usual, we can't run from these things because we tend to run toward what it is that we are trying to run away from. So don't do that. Things will change a little bit, but you need to forgive yourself first, right? That's all right, Karma Queen, not a problem. I only changed it at the start of this month because, yeah, and I got my first payment yesterday from YouTube with the US government taking 25%, no, 30% of it. Ouch! That's a lot of money. Damn them. There's nothing I can do about it. Or maybe there is. Thank you, Maria, for your donation. Maria. What spiritual lessons do you need to learn? What do you need to do? What spiritual lessons for Maria? Deeper and firmer. Go deeper and be firmer at what's behind it. It's picking this carcass apart. It's this kind of stuff. Picking the carcass apart. The healing. the healing. So what I'm getting from that is be firmer, own it. No bypassing here. So we've got to own everything about ourselves. For example, me with my health stuff now. Yeah, the doctor can say, oh, well, it's hereditary, you know, it runs in the family. That's not good enough. I'm not just going to say, okay, yeah, I'm not going to do anything about it. That'd be stupid. That would be stupid to do that. No, I'm going to own it. There's obviously something that I've been doing to give me high blood pressure because so what? It's hereditary. It doesn't matter about your genes. It matters about how those genes are expressed with what you're living and how you're living your life and what your diet is, right? So I'm owning that. So in the same way, what I'm getting is like, don't let an excuse stop you from owning something. So an excuse can be a label like that. It's hereditary. Oh, okay, then there's nothing I can do about it. I'm a victim. Yeah. Don't fall for that. So go deeper and be firmer. Be firmer and hold it. Take ownership and pick it apart. Okay, there's something that I'm doing that is causing this. So there's some deeper healing to do here, and you can only open the door to that by owning something that you haven't been owning. You've been using some kind of a label to say, oh well, it's just that, it's not me. So I don't do that. But here you go. If you do that and you delve into it, then you can successfully complete something. So this is your higher self saying, victim no more. Don't be a victim to it by just, you know, it suits our ego to say, oh, well, it's hereditary. There's nothing I can do about it. Our ego doesn't want to take responsibility of stuff. But we can't heal ourselves if we don't take responsibility. So think about what that is. That it could be a label or an excuse. It is. That's what it is. Oh yeah, you sent me a money request. Thank you, Chandra. Same. Seedles. General. Yeah, PayPal's better. I get the money then. Seedles. General. General for Seedles. You got it that time, Lindsay. Soften and open and appreciate yourself. We can push ourselves so hard sometimes, right? It's that balance thing, isn't it? So, yeah, whether you're aware of it or not, everyone that's in here pushes themselves hard because those of us that are interested in healing ourselves and working on ourselves, that we've got some fuel for that inside of us, right? Because most people don't do that. And so the dark side of that, having that fuel to do that, means we're trying to get better. We're trying to improve our lives, you know. And the dark side of that is like perfectionism and all of that. And so this is saying to balance that up a little bit. Here's seedles of being softer on yourself, appreciating yourself, being a little bit more of this energy, Queen of Cups energy, open and receptive and loving yourself more and receiving more and all of that. Less pushing yourself and being a hard taskmaster with yourself, especially emotionally, and being softer with yourself, giving yourself a break. Yeah. Being more at peace with yourself as a result, clearing those things out. Could just be that. You could have been like pushing to try and heal something, and little did you know, to complete it, you just take a step back. Be nicest to yourself, and that it could be cleared already, you know, just by being at peace with yourself and where you're at, especially. There's no need to pay this request. Oh, thank you, you cancelled it. Usually I have to cancel them. Thank you, Dunk. Oh. Thank you, Indira. Why do you have such a hard time forming intimate connections with guys? Oh, this is interesting. I think this applies to you and me. Brilliant and empower yourself. So there's an element here of dumbing yourself down in order to be with a guy, which of course isn't the way to go, is it? Is to own your brilliance, own your power, and then go for someone that's got brilliance and power too. Um, so there's this, yeah, element of reaching too low or having to compromise yourself. You see, when I was reading that card out, my disdain for compromise when that came out, I'm like, hell no. I know not to do that now. But then when we're in this energy, it's like, oh, where are they then? And then we've got to wait because there's not that many of them. But you're in transition. You're in transition at the moment, so you need to own that. And of course, that's going to stop you. It stops me because we don't want to do that, right? We don't want to do it anymore. Don't want to have to like compromise ourselves or dumb ourselves down. I just can't be bothered doing that anymore. It's not worth it. Don't you think? It's just not worth it. So you're holding out. So when we're being patient for the right ones to come in, we're being patient for ourselves. So what you're being patient for is to truly own that and know, okay, well, I'm not going to dumb myself down anymore. I'm going to be brilliant. I'm going to raise myself up. So you could have been holding yourself back because of that. I know I was. I was until a couple of years ago, for sure. I was holding myself back because I thought, well, I can't have a relationship if I'm shining too much because I'm I'm causing a rift between me and everyone else, you know? I'm going beyond them. I'm isolating myself even more energetically. And so um, I was stopping myself from shining even more. And but that's not the answer. The answer is to shine even more, but own it and go, no, this is my place. This is what my partner's going to be like. Just like when I went off to Europe thinking my partner was there, it was actually to go meet up with my first boyfriend again, which I didn't do in the end. But when I was sat there completely miserable in Germany, I'm like, what am I doing here? I really liked it in Australia. I was happy there. And I realized, well, my partner's going to be where I'm happy, of course. So I went back. And in the same way, if you're trying to dumb yourself down or lower your energy in any way to be in a relationship, of course, you're going to want to pull away from that. But you're not in the right place energetically to find your true partner. So it's like raise yourself up, play and appreciate yourself, your playful side as well. Yeah, and that's another thing as well, because if we've been around players too, if you've been doing that and you've been around players, then they can cause you to get too serious about relationships and not be in your playful side. So I appreciate that too. So just keep on raising yourself up when you'll know when it's time to open up to someone because they'll be the right level kind of thing, and you won't have that same reluctance. So that's why. Can't we just have some fun along the way? Apparently not, because I keep on asking my guys that. Can't I just have like someone on the way? No. Yeah, I need to get myself a US tax code, but I've tried before and it's impossible because they send it by post. They send the requests by post, and I know I can't do it because I'm in Thailand. I've got to be in Australia. I could get someone else to do it for me, but it's just a pain in the ass. So, to be honest, I've not even really looked at it this time. I clicked on the thing and it got so far, I was like, oh God, I've done this before. Put my address in. Well, I don't have an Australian address at the moment. I'm like, you're going to send me shit there. And it's just a big pain in the ass. So, yeah, it's annoying. Let's get some more cards out. So we've got the King of Pentacles there. Getting enough stability. Learning our spiritual lessons. Picking it apart. Owning it. And I've got Metamorphosis. Profound change of self, and it's come from self-awareness. Profound change of how we're looking at ourselves. Profound change comes from that, like profound change in our actual lives. Actually, physically, real life stuff, not just changes to how we feel. The grey area, right? And the world. Achievement and fulfillment. There's the carrot. We are going to get it. This cycle will complete. You know that. We know that, don't we? It's like, no, I'm going to be here forever in limbo, in between, not getting what I want. It's a cobweb. The cycle will complete. You will achieve it, and you'll be fulfilled. There you go. It must be true. It's got to be a metamorphosis first, profound change in our self-awareness, because that's what we're waiting for. We're not just doing this, patience. We're not just waiting for it. We're waiting for ourselves to fully own it. Get those spiritual lessons from it. See ya. Take the dogs out while it's cool. It's a hot day yesterday here. I think it's going to be another hot day today. I've got the fan on already, so it is. Already. I'm going to do a pick a card read today. Let's get one of these out. I'm going to do what's next in our love lives. They were very positive last time. Thank you guys for doing that, because when they don't do positive ones, I hardly make any money from it. It's the positive ones that make me money, and I need to pay this thing off that I'm doing this on. I don't want to delve into my savings to take it out, to pay it off. I pay it off with my income. So I'm manifesting a lot of full moon readings to pay for this thing that I'm working on. Confidence. Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Yeah. Please fill me with your confidence. Grant me courage I never knew I had. So this metamorphosis, it is about it's how we feel about ourselves. It's that ownership of it, but not in an ego way. Just in a true way, true confidence. It's different, right? It is different. It is. What I'm getting from that is that you could be not wanting to step into that confident energy, not wanting to raise yourself up because of the fear of that. Oh, well, maybe it'll just be ego. Or maybe you're around unhealed people in this energy that are still battling and shit flinging and all of this, projecting, and you're scared that they're going to shit fling at you. They will. If you step into confidence, oh yeah, all the wounded warriors are going to tell you you're doing it wrong. They've all done it to me. They do. You shouldn't want to be successful. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. Why are you even doing it? Why? No, that's all ego. It's not. No, it's not. Be careful of the shit flingers. Beware the shit flingers. Seedles, did you send another? I thought maybe that PayPal's just been slow with the emails again. Just send another donation through because I've not received it. Well, it's not come through on email. But sometimes PayPal does that. I don't want to apply for fast and flexible funding. PayPal are always trying to give me money. I do like PayPal, they're great. No, just one. I spent too much money. Right now. I can see all the things that I bought yesterday. It's all for my health, so it's all for a good reason. No, I didn't get it. It's not there. The first one is. I did that one already. Great big love. Great big love. Different one, Timothy. That's the full moon readings. Private readings. Oh, there it is. Elizabeth. Thank you. Great big love. Beyond our wildest dreams. I wish I had the book for these cards. Great big love. So it's going to be bigger than we thought. Huh. My Mac needs some attention. Hang on. Oh. I'm going to do that later. Beth. Guidance. I didn't get it, Seedles. There isn't another one that's come through, just your first one. I mustn't have finished it, completed it or something. Thank you, Elizabeth, for your donation. High self-guidance for you is guidance. Let's switch. Okay, yeah, you did, Beth. Got yours. Beth, time alone and let go of the past. So there's some stickiness that you've got inside of you, some resistance to something that happened in the past when you were alone in the past. So I don't know if you're alone now or not, but there's one time when you're alone in the past that you're still not, you still got resistance to. So maybe a bit of victimhood mode in there. Some maybe people left you out or you were abandoned by someone and you're still not okay with it. It's time to let that go now. To let it go is see why, see what the benefit was from that or the lesson from it, because usually we can look back and see, I'm glad that they abandoned me or whatever, because it wasn't good for me in the first place. Let's find out why then. So what was that lesson for Beth in the past? Yeah, there was an innocence behind it, so it wasn't as bad. Oh, I'm not saying like it wasn't emotional. It obviously was, otherwise you wouldn't be still holding on to it. But the innocent card comes out when it was like, it's just something that needs to happen, something that needed to happen so that you could create something more. So it's almost like you were meant for more than that, and so you had to release what you had at the time.
And yes, you were innocent and you didn't deserve it. It was just something that you weren't supposed to hold on to anyway. Do you know what I'm talking about, Beth? Because your higher self is quite adamant about this. So a time that when you were alone, it feels like an abandonment to me, and you're still not over it. It's a story that you've still got going about someone left you or something didn't work out for you, and you feel like it should have done, or you feel like it was like a universal punishment. It wasn't. It was so that you could create something new. It was so that you could move on. We keep on getting that advice. Are we sure we want to lock in maybe a relationship at the moment with our current energies, or do we want to wait until we're a little bit more sorted or um, you know, better energies? So, did you really want to lock that thing in the past? The saying like look back and have a resolution now with all of that. Do you know what I'm talking about? I hope you do. If you don't, it might come to you in a dream. Yes, it came this time, Seedle. Got it. Thank you for your donation. What's going on with work prospects? What's going on with work prospects? Seedles. I ordered some makeup last night. Because you know what? With all of this videoing, I get to see myself a lot. I thought I might start putting something on my eyes. I don't wear makeup, but sometimes when I'm watching myself, I'm like, maybe I should. Anyway, it's just this stick thing. It's like a stick blush thing. Um, I saw someone use it on YouTube and they recommended it and they put it on the cheeks as a blusher, but also on their eyes too, and it looked really good. Very neutral. Good, Beth. I'm glad you know what I'm on about. What's going on with work prospects, Seedles? Oh, be willing to be judged. Okay. Yeah, yeah, right. So, work prospects. Okay. Sometimes we can want to expand, but we don't want the rough with the smooth. We only want the positives from it. We don't want the negatives of expansion, but we get the negatives from expansion. So you put yourself out there more, you get more trolls, stuff like that. It happens. Or you want to do more at work, well, then you get the flack from people. Or you want to like move into a management position, then everyone starts hating you because you become more of them. There's always the rough with the smooth. It's because it's everyone that's a shit flinging that happens. You get that. You get shit flinging if you expand into anything. And so this is saying you've got to be willing to be judged. If you do something bigger, the energy gets bigger, which means that you get more of the positive and you get more of the negative. Keep yourself in the small place. You get less of that, but it's boring. So you got to be willing to take the rough with the smooth and thicken your skin a little, and yeah, don't be so sensitive to it. It's not personal to you. It's their shit flinging. Dodge it instead of catching it. There you go. But there you go. You are taking it personally. It's making you feel not good enough. Now, you just need to know that that is true for everybody. This bandwidth. Keep yourself small. Yes, you're going to have less positives, you're going to have less negatives, and that's safe. If you want to expand, put yourself out there more, get more clients, do more in your work, raise up your abundance level, whatever it is, you're going to get more positives, you're going to get more negatives too. That's true for everyone. It's not like, oh, everyone I guess gets it like this, it's just the positives. But every time I expand, I get this. That's not true. Everyone gets the full bandwidth. Don't take it personally. Card's getting moldy. So about, what was it? Work prospects. Yeah. So it's like you want to expand, but then you don't. There's a part of you that doesn't, because you're like, oh, maybe I'm going to get some of the bad stuff with it. You will, absolutely will. Every time, only every time. But it's about developing a thicker skin of not taking it personally. Hey, Eva. Thank you for your donation, Eva. It's much better getting it in paper. Especially now I've got a big screen so I can have my email up at the same time. See what's going on. Guidance for Eva. Oh, nice. I like this for you, Eva. You've got who perceives the perceiver, a new beginning. People seeing you differently now. Now, we change our minds about ourselves. We heal ourselves. We change our minds about ourselves. We gain more confidence and all of that. And it takes other people a while to catch up. And when they do, it's really nice. When you start gaining more respect from people and all of that, you've got that coming now. So you not only have you changed it within yourself, you've persisted long enough to hold that energy, and so other people are going to be um, reflecting that back to you. That's going to make you feel great when it starts coming back to you. So your perceptions change, and then the perceivers of you changing it. That's a new beginning there. It's great. I love it. Good job. Good job, Eva. Yeah, it's going to feel great. Like I said, it's going to feel great. Perfect joy. Yeah, very good stuff here. So just know that when things are on the up and up, don't take it like a waiting for the other shoe to drop kind of thing. Like, what's all of this about? It's because you put the work in and you've held out long enough in that energy within yourself, and then everyone else starts to, not everyone, but you get more of that. And so you've got really good times coming, if not already. It's probably happening for you already. You might be a bit wary, like say if you've gone through life and you've not really respected yourself that much, and other people haven't respected you, you might be used to that. And then when you raise your self-respect and you're like, oh well, I'm just gonna have to be alone now because no one else is respectful, so I'll respect myself and I'll just be alone and do it by myself. And then other people start respecting you, might be like not trusting of it because of the experiences that you've had. Are they really respecting me, or are they trying to fool me? That kind of thing. So yeah, just be careful of that. But apart from that, it's all good. It's all great for you. Really good. Oh, you're looking to be in a different role, Seedles. Well, yeah, you got to accept the stuff, the bad stuff with that. It's interesting, especially if it's like management. I mean, it's obvious when it's management, isn't it? Because you take a management role on, yeah, people are going to treat you like you used to treat managers. It's a hard job. I don't even like it. I don't like being a manager. It's not for me. Apple gift cards. Thank you, Angela. Oh, huh? Why did you send it like that? I'm going to refund that. No, you just get it. Wait. It's on my website, behealing.com. It's natural product, and if you do it that way, then it doesn't mess up my workflow. Here you go. It's cheaper. It's cheaper too. I'm going to refund that to you, and you can get it probably. It's not 100 American dollars. That's the full moon reading link, everyone. So if you click on that and you purchase it through there, hang on, let me just refund that. Yeah, I don't do anything manually. I've got a system. I've got a whole system. So there you go. Have that back. Have that back. You've just been refunded. Have that one back, and yeah, if you get it through that link. No problem. It's easy enough to do refunds. And then you'll get an email back from the system and everything. Still working on you. Well, you're gonna be getting those reflections back. It's very good. I like it. No problem, Karma Queen. Yeah, all of the prices are in Australian dollars. So, so it's less, much less, in fact. What we've got here, we've got great big love. Oops, on camera. Great big love. It's going to be better than we expected. So we're raising our expectations. We're raising our confidence up. We're raising what we're I already said that, expectations. We're raising what we're looking for in relationships and anything else as well. It just doesn't have to be about relationships. Expecting much more back for ourselves. That's what we're doing today. Right, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to get on with a pick a card read, which will be out tomorrow night. But tonight, you'll be able to see the new moon reading. You'll be able to see your weekly reads in this new format as well for each star sign as well. Hopefully, YouTube shows a lot of people this time around. Remember to comment on those ones and click like on them, and even share them if you want to as well. Help me out there, because the last 2 weeks YouTube has hardly shown anyone those videos, and it's kind of slowed down my channel growth a little bit. Thank you everyone for coming along. Thanks for your donations as well. Looking forward to doing your full moon reading. If anyone else wants a full moon reading, that is the link for it there. Last time they're going to be $100. They'll be 120 next time. In fact, yeah, for the next new moon in 2 weeks, they'll be 120. Just got it last night. Put your prices up, Qua. Okay. Oh, which must means I'm gearing up for something. Because whenever I'm told that by my guides, it means that, yeah, maybe my YouTube channel is going to get much bigger. We'll see. We will see. So thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks for clicking like on all my videos and for all your support. It's very much appreciated. Let's do this on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. And I will see you all on Monday. Live, that is. Bye. Thanks, moderators, too. Great help.